Yo, I recently went to one of my favorite restaurants here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and my waitress was digging in her nose. Not just like a little scratch on the side, but digging for gold. Okay, get in here. I got a story time. I know why people are getting food poisoning in Vietnam. I experienced it myself. Guys, here in Vietnam, the hygiene practices are so different. Okay, let me tell you about the waitress. So I live in District 9, and up the street there's a mall, Vincom Malls. Yep, I'm putting you on blast. And I always usually go there, and it's this cafe. It's nice. It's inside a mall. You would think, yo, you got to have licenses and health practices to be open. Yo, I've been to this restaurant probably about 7 times in the last month, right? Me and my son, we go sit down. The waitress brings us our menu, and no lie, she goes to digging. She goes to digging. And I'm just looking at her like, how long is she gonna go for? Like I said, it wasn't a little quick scratch. She was gone. I mean, up there, y'all. And it's like she didn't even know that I was looking at her. I'm just looking at her like, wow. And then she looked at me. I'm looking at her, and I'm like, go wash your hands. And she's like, oh, you know how they do. And so of course I'm watching her, and I see her go back to the kitchen. She start touching shit. She don't even go straight to the sink. She touching other menus. She touching paper towels. And then so she looking back at me. I'm looking at you, girl. And then finally, I don't even know if she made it to the sink because I said, come on, let's go. We not eating here. Oh my God. And it broke my heart because y'all know I don't even like Vietnamese food like that. And that was one place that I really liked it. And I'm like, oh, it made my stomach hurt. But it just made me open my eyes like, yo, that's not the only thing I've noticed here. Y'all, I'm not I'm not Chef Boro D, okay? I like quick meals. I don't even like cooking. But since we've been here, I gotta cook. The refrigerator is stuffed with groceries now. I'm always at the grocery store looking at recipes because I'm not playing that. So we have Grab here, and I have ordered food. Even when I go out to restaurants, yo, the food or the drink, the glass, the plate, the silverware, whatever, 50% of the time it's gonna have some hair on it or in it. 50% of the time it's like 50-50. You might get hair, you might not. Like, yo, this is kind of hard for me to talk about because my stomach hurt right now. Like, this is disgusting. And it's like, yo, y'all are cooking and preparing food. You got soap and water. They got it. You know what, how to hygiene, you know how to clean yourself. Do you? Right? But why you acting like that is what I want to say. Why is there hair everywhere? Why are you digging in your nose? Another thing, or another reason people are getting food poisoning out here is like the the conditions that they store food. I don't eat street meat. I can't. It's not healthy. You gonna die. Okay? I ain't trying to play with my life. But I'm telling you, even when I go to these restaurants, it's a sit down place, it's in the mall, they supposed to know, know better. The way they store the food is crazy, yo. So if you go to this restaurant, go to any restaurant, and you be like, oh, takeaway, to go, I didn't finish my plate, they don't bring the to go boxes to your table so that you can plate it up yourself. No, they're gonna take your food back to that less than kitchen, a kitchen that's open. The stove looked like it's been there since the war. Sorry, that was insensitive. Right? Like, it just looks like, okay, we local in it right now, okay. But they take your food back, and I've witnessed the waitress or waiters package my food in the to-go containers, like by the cash register. or by the hostess stand. On the hostess stand, they taking my food to the hostess stand and putting it in the to-go boxes. You could have brought my to-go boxes to me, and I could have did myself. Don't play with my food like, ooh. And then I just be looking. I be staring. I be watching. And they be looking at me, and I'll be looking at them. And sometimes they be like, what? It's like some of them really don't know that these are not good health practices. And also, I think they don't want to know. It works for them, right? So let me tell you something. When you come to Vietnam, be prepared to cook. Although the food is affordable to eat out, and you could eat out every day, I used to do it until I kept getting hair in my stuff. Go to the grocery store and cook your own food. I am telling you. On top of that, y'all, I told y'all they be sneezing, they be coughing. Oh my God. Whoo. Oh my God. I'm so ticked off about this because this is food, this is health. And the fact that people don't know how to store it properly, don't know how to not talk over it or how to handle proper other people's food. You know, in America, you don't play with no black person's food. Talking over my food, pointing at my food, all of that, coughing on my food, sneezing, and you ain't covered your mouth. Y'all, all right. Let me tell, it takes all I have to not go off on the people sometimes because I feel like they be playing with my food, and that's why I be cooking. So poor storing quality. They contaminated it with their germs, not washing hands. You half the time you're gonna have hair on your food, guys. And if the waitress dug in her nose in front of me, in front of a customer, what the hell they be doing behind doors? They don't wash their hands after they use the bathroom. They sneeze in their hand and then don't wash it. Like, why is hand hygiene is not universal? Hand hygiene is not universal. All right. Another reason I know people are getting food poisoning in Vietnam is they keep the food out all day. Right. So I have noticed this, like, even in my friends' homes or if I go over people's homes here in Vietnam, and the food may be out all day. like the kitchens are usually small, so they have to cook one or two things at a time. And so as things are cooking and finishing up, they just lay it out on the table. And it may be an hour, a couple hours before the rest of the food is done. But yeah, just eat it. So I have a babysitter here, and she's been great. And sometimes she does prepare meals for us, and she can cook. Real talk. But we just have different practices. Like I'll open a package of something, and I'm like, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, and she'll be like, no, just leave it out on the counter. If you put it in the refrigerator, it'll get it hardened up, and I'm like, it's okay, I can reheat it. I can reheat it, right? So the E. coli, the germs that come once food starts cooling down, but you don't refrigerate it, it's germs right there. Okay. I have never, to my knowledge, gotten food poisoning, which, thank God. I'm not complaining. Thank God. I don't know why. I'm not questioning it. And my son, I don't think he's ever had food poisoning, right? But I can see how other people are getting it, like for sure. I think the reason why I haven't gotten it is because, like I said, I'm cautious. I don't be eating street meat, even though in these restaurants the same practices still exist. Like sometimes they just be doing whatever they want to do. I don't know what they be doing. If you want food with no hair in it, you gonna have to most likely go to an American style restaurant. Like if you go to McDonald's, they ain't never had hair in my food here. right? Pizza Hut one time, but it wasn't Pizza Hut fault. It was the Grab drivers, the delivery drivers' fault because the hair was like on the bag. Uh, but American style or like corporate chains usually have better food practices. I don't think it's still 100, but it's much better than if you go out here to the street meat or go to a local Vietnamese restaurant or where there's local Vietnamese food and local Vietnamese people that work there. Sorry, no offense, but if like that's just the thought process, the way that they do things, right? They bring it into the workplace. So, when you come to Vietnam, just beware. Cook your meals at home, go grocery shopping, learn some new recipes because the food practices out here are diabolical. All right. I hope this was helpful to somebody, and I hope that when you do visit or wherever you go, you definitely take precautions. Also, the drinking water, don't drink the water here in Vietnam. You got to drink bottled water, which is fine. Which is fine. So use your common sense, but sometimes even common sense won't save you, like if your waitress is digging in her nose. But I want you to enjoy your time whenever you come. And if you get food poisoning, that would not be fun. So leave a comment below. Have you ever gotten food poisoning? Have you ever experienced these health practices that I've talked about? Has your waitress ever dug in their butt or picked their nose and you caught them? Right? Let me know in the comment section. But hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. I'll see you next time.